Hi, welcome back. Uh, how's everything going? I know that I always ask this question to you guys, but it's just that I feel like this question is something that you have to ask yourself s- from time to time because I feel like normally we tend to forget about the fact that we need to keep a check of how we are doing for ourselves. We always ask this question to our friends, to our colleagues, or to our loved ones, but we normally do not ask this question to ourselves. I know I'm starting off with this on a very deep note, but I just wanted to know how is everything going. Uh, by the way, the thing is that I have been having a whole lot of conversation about like maturity with my friends. I do not know how the topics that we have uh, a discussion with our friends change from like uh, let's check out this new restaurant that we have. Uh, Now it has been changed to the fact that okay, we go to all these restaurants and talk about life, about maturity and all. So that is what we have uh, been doing with my friends and all. What about you guys? How do you hang out with your friends? What are the things that you do? By the way, coming back to maturity, this question is something that has been popping up in my mind for quite some time now. I do not know why. I believe with time and age, I know age doesn't matter, but with time, as you know how things work when you live in this world, these questions tend to come arise in the back of your mind. However, this is one thing that came to my mind. So I just wanted to share some thought about it. So, what is real maturity? I feel like people are not confused. They are just different because um, we have to understand that different energy, different tolerance, or different definition of happiness is something that we have uh, encountered when our friends share with us. That is the reason why we always say that we are all different from each other. And trying to give the same life to everyone is like giving the same shoe size to the whole world. Um, I mean, someone will walk, someone will limp, and someone will sue of the fact that, okay, why did you give me this wrong shoe size? That is the reason why whenever we order something from this online application that we have, we always tend to return it and we always try to find the right shoe size for ourselves and all, right? Um, for people who love that stability, I feel like whenever there has to do with something that comes with fixed uh like setback from anything that we do when it comes to career, like we have this fixed salary, the routine that we follow in our daily life, and the predictable life that we talk about, right? So I feel like these are the people we who tend to sleep peacefully, knowing that next month's salary will come, and I also do that for the same because in the end, I feel like once the month starts, we always wait for the month to end just so we can get the salary for the next month and all, right? So s- for some of us, risk is not something which is exciting, and risk is hard to take material, I would say. And for those people who are a seeker of a freedom, I feel like these are the people who hates this 9 to 5 job, this repetition, monotonous life, and whenever someone says that you have to do this, they kind of frown upon on the fact that they have to do this, right? There are times that I also feel the same. um, we tend to feel like, okay, I do not want to be controlled, or I have to bring some creativity in that, or I have to make a space for myself so that I can grow, or like putting these people in a strict job, and suddenly uh, we become a philosopher questioning existence. I do believe that somehow, for me, I feel like I'm a mixture of this stability and this freedom seeker, because because at times I also question myself that, okay, is 9 to 5 job the right path for me or not? And at the end of the day, comparison becomes dangerous, because when you compare different mindsets, it kind of makes you question everything, and questioning every single thing will make you go to insanity. And I have been there. I'm sure most of us have been there. If you have any experience in regards to all this, like in regards to all this, being a freedom seeker or stability lover, please share with us. um, there will be times that we also seek for that peace in whatever that we do. However, all these things makes our mind like fog in a way that um, we do not know what needs to be done. um, and at times we feel like arguing whether pizza or biryani is better. So so at those times it depends on the hunger mode and location, right? Because whenever we try to order something from Zomato or Swiggy, we tend to see what are the restaurants which is open at that moment. And for someone who just comes back to home at midnight, I really have to find the best restaurant. um, and most of the times the restaurant that I really want gets closed, because obviously it's midnight, right? So that's the whole roller coaster ride of it. And other than that, when it comes to real maturity, I feel like it is when you stop saying, why are they like this? Seeing people as they are. This is something that I had to learn um, from the longest time, because I feel like I'm someone who does not like people to question me on what I like and what I do not like. Um, I believe we have to start saying that, oh, they're wired differently. It's a different story if that uh, person that we are talking about is horrendous, or they are out of the zone where the society view them as the villain, or they have done something which is not acceptable. Uh, that's for a different story. However, when it comes to this viewing differently when it comes to people, I feel like we are in the age where we accept the person as they are. And it's not about being lazy, it's not about being that stupid, or it's not about being confused, just different. And to be really honest, I feel like these are the things that makes a difference on um, who you are and who I am as a person, right? So from this, I remember one incident um, that I encountered with one of my colleagues. It's just that we were having uh, dinner together in the same table and all, and we were talking about, okay, what are the movies or shows that you like? Um, and I was talking to one of my colleague that I love watching like this vampire movies or zombie movies and all, right? And one of the colleague just mentioned that, okay, do you like Vampire Diaries or Twilight Saga? And I was like, I like both. Twilight is something that I grew up watching when I was very young. like when I was in high school. And when it comes to Vampire Diaries, I started watching Vampire Diaries when I was in bachelor's. I vividly remember the fact that when I was done with my classes, um, I would literally play Diaries nonstop, and I will try to watch as much as I can, and I would not even care if I have um my classes in the next morning. So that is how obsessed I was when I was watching this Vampire Diaries. And when it comes to Twilight, since it is my childhood memory, it was something that I really loved. Robert, like Cullen family, and everything was something that I really admired. Um, so for that being said, I never felt like comparing this Twilight Saga and Vampire Diaries. And this one of my colleague was like, okay, like Twilight is something which is not a good movie. And I was like, and I was thinking to myself, why is there a need for a debate of the fact that um, this one is better show, and this that movie is not the best one of it? Whenever you have a liking to something, I feel like you do not need to debate about it. You do not need to question the other person on why you like it. You do not need to pass any pass anything, any comment on the fact that, okay, like, why are you liking this? I feel like that calls for immaturity. So what I have understood is that maturity comes with a mindset that people are built different. They have their own life that they are living, and it's just what it is. So what I have to share with you guys is that sometimes we are in a place that we do not know what is going on. We do not know the path that we are taking. So if you feel lost, you're not behind. We are just discovering what works for you, for us, and that really takes time. That is the reason why I've been trying to find a purpose of myself on um, what needs to be done for myself, and what is the right path, and which direction should I take, just so I can reach the point where I would be immensely uh, satisfied. And as a human being, I feel like we cannot be justified. We cannot justify our happiness with the place that we are in. We will always be eager to find better place. It's just that we have to appreciate the fact that this is what we are getting from life. And if you are someone who does not want to accept the place that we are, then we just have to work for it to gain whatever that we want, right? So we have to understand the fact that even Wi-Fi takes time to connect to the right network. So please remember this, that we are all different people. We have different minds, and we are taking different paths. So let's stop forcing one life to everyone, uh, because success is not universal, but you have to understand, and I also have to understand, that burnout is. After a very long day, we feel this burnout. We do not know why it is happening. We do not know why I feel stuck and all, right? So let's see what life take us, and hope to see you in the next episode. Bye.